Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Pirates will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quickly complete. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Heaves it on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up the big chunk play, and that ball is live in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And it's on the ground. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
This offense has a second down play. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking for space. It's Trevino. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They'll ride the hot hand. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Quick completion on the out route. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped with a first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the first down.
Yep, he hung in there just long enough, Reese. I think he did a really good job hanging in there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the first down.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The hand to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Pirates are on the move. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's going to pass. Dances away. He's going to run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Pirates have taken it inside the 20. The lone back's got it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Well, the offense shows some life here. He cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back to this ball game.
And the extra point splits the upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They go right back to it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Carolina sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. He got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete on the right side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback adapting. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
2nd and 10 here. Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
On the ready? They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Touchdown, Pirates! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The snap sets up the throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, and they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw back in the air. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The hurry up now. 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. On target. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Calls his own number. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And a great effort on the final play of regulation. We've got more football ahead. So here comes our first play of overtime. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw on second down. He caught it. Touchdown, ECU. They strike first in overtime.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, and here's the ball game right here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Oof, that's one of those where you breathe really deep. It feels like the ball's in slow motion, just trickling out of bounds. Please get out of bounds. Offense catches a huge break. Now you still got a chance to go put some points on the board.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback will keep it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one. Can the defense stop him again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, Longhorns! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a two-point conversion. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime.
That keeps the score. East Carolina, 28, Texas, 27.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time.
Great. Yeah, right.
You know, Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. We got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.